Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
there's a golf course down here that has this slave graveyard on the golf course. It's like this golf course runs across the land where a plantation used to sit, and there is literally like a small fenced off area. There's a small fenced off area of that is like with a historic placard there that oh shit, this video looks worse than it used to. There's a placard there that looks like I don't know, it's just like a historic fucking placard saying that something historic was here, and it's like this slave graveyard that there's just a few like nameless headstones. And
Do you happen to know where this graveyard is?
I think it's either in Caledonia. It may be in. It's either in like Caledonia Golf Course or.
I just found one. It says Caledonia Golf and Fish Club.
I mean, I know Caledonia is a golf course, but I'm just not sure if that's the one. There's so many golf courses around here, I can't remember which one it is.
You know what creeps me out? I'm on my phone on Discord, but on my laptop, I looked up Caledonia, South Carolina, but the first thing that comes up is a golf course. Because it's a listening.
Oh, they want you to come down here and play golf is what that is.
Yeah. Because if you
Yeah, I'm gonna go play some spooky ass golf where slaves are buried. That's always good vibes. Good times. Yeah,
Whoa.
I think you're right, dude. Because you're at like Murals Inlet or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right down the road.
I'm trying to think if that was
You know, this is the witching hour right now.
4 o'clock a.m.
I don't know, is it?
4 to 5.
Should we do a spooky, creepy pasta?
Man, I'm just trying to fucking get why my shit. I'm gonna check Periscope and see if it's lagging on Periscope. Nah, Periscope looks to be fine. I wonder what Twitch is like.
That's a crock of shit. I thought about that exact same thing. So I can go live at any time on my phone, and it's a perfect stream. I can drive at like a fucking 100 miles an hour. But I can't do it sitting at home connected.
Your data connection, your mobile data speed is faster than your internet.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't understand the point of all of. I guess my video looks a little bit better on YouTube as far as clarity right now, but it could go dull at any second. It seems like, because I feel like maybe I have the if I have the output bit rate set too high, that maybe it can't keep up with that.
It is. So get this.
I don't know.
The site that I found near Troy, South Carolina, that says random ass, it's like Indian massacre grave. It was actually an Indian massacre. The Cherokees massacred a bunch of fucking English Scotch-Irish settlers.
There you go.
You don't fucking know where actual Indian burial grounds are till you find that shit. Is the real thing.
I found a grave site in the middle of the bush out by my place that was like a settler's. It must have been an old family, but it was from like 1830. You know, just after 700s. But
in my hometown, I actually found a handful of those. I remember particularly one I found like an old family plot in the woods behind this subdivision, because my town, it's like a very popular suburb of Raleigh now, and they developed a bunch of shit there. but it's just old, overgrown family graves that no one probably found. Maybe now until recently. They might have developed a new neighborhood there, but it's always gave me good vibes going there because it was like some of these graves were mainly from like the early 20th century, but they're all fucking forgotten.
Did you guys ever smoke weed in graveyards and shit when you were a
No.
teenager?
We used to smoke weed in a haunted house. That was an old farmhouse. Really spooky.
That's creepy, yeah.
It had a fucking attic that was like hidden in the kitchen. You'd go through the pantry into the attic. It was a stairway, and it had like an old bed frame for like a kid. It was fucking terrifying. I feel I'm getting like fucking creeps down my back, like all the way to my legs, man.
Thinking about that attic.
Holy fuck, dude.
Yeah.
And then in school we had to make movies for like video editing, and my buddy who's a native dude did the Blair Witch, fucking like standing in the corner of this basement. Fucking to this day I'm scared thinking of it.
I grew up with a Indian friend in my hometown. He had a lot of other mixing in, but mainly Indian, and we were good friends. We'd often go, like, the whole town, small town, would shut down at night, and we'd go for long walks at night all around. And I do remember a few times he had, like, been seized or possessed by fucking something. Several occasions, actually, where his eyes would fucking roll back in his head, and he'd start speaking in tongues and shit, and his body would contort, and he would not be conscious in the way of his normal personality, but he'd eventually snap back, and he wouldn't remember anything. Really fucking creepy.
What if all of the old ghosts from the 1800s are white people, or all ghosts are white people from the 1800s? Is because white people from the 1800s did a lot of really shitty things, and maybe they were cursed by the Native Americans to never leave this place, to never move on into paradise, to never leave this plane.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. It's funny. We had a girl in a fucking. We were just joking around, but she was in a baby carriage smoking joints with us, and same thing. We were like, oh, the devil's in that chair, and her toes and legs went like the fucking the out of the ring, like fucking just terrifying.
The whole conversation.
The second we had the conversation, like, it wasn't a joke, man. Like, we had to call the fucking ambulance, sort of shit. You can call it a seizure, but we were joking about the devil possessing her right before it happened. And I'm not the most religious fucking guy.
Either that's a kid with some hilarious timing, or something's up.
Exactly that. Her brother had muscular dystrophy. It's like completely.
I just got a good idea for a joke because I looked up Indian burial grounds, and nothing came up except old white people cemeteries, and there's a bunch of people apparently that like to post reviews of cemeteries, and they're all like, as a cemetery enthusiast, I love visiting. The grounds are lovely, and the architecture is stunning. It's creepy shit, man.
Sounds.
Let me see what golf course was that? Is it
I found
planned?
Caledonia Golf Course.
Oh, I know that. Like, dude, I know Caledonia is one, but Caledonia and True Blue, I don't think it's Caledonia. I think it might be Heritage.
We've got a famous cemetery, Hollywood Cemetery.
Word.
It's where It's the resting place of two United States presidents, James Monroe and John Tyler, as well as Confederate President Jefferson Davis. It's also the resting place of 28 Confederate generals, more than any other cemetery in the country, including George Pickett and Jeb Stuart.
That's fucking spooky.
Damn.
Pickett was the idiot though.
Yeah, now that I think about it, I never really fucked with cemeteries that hard. They always really creep me out.
Restream. You going live? Wilson?
I'm live right now.
With us?
Yeah.
Oh, hello, internet.
In the winter, they have to burn the ground to make it soft enough to bury the dead. So these girls were coming over to my place, and the fucking graves were on fire. So they came in crying, thinking someone was doing some ritual seance or some shit. Or you drive by the cemetery and all the granite headstones would flash. You drove by. It looked really interesting, like mind-boggling. It's crazy. Everyone's saying hello to you as you drove by.
Go to work every day in a bow tie. So, it is Heritage Golf Course. Heritage Club. In Pawleys Island. Slave Cemetery.
Is it literally called that?
Yep.
Seems historically accurate.
Yeah, you could just Google Heritage Club Slave Cemetery, and that's like the first picture that pops up. Is that little historic placard thing? And I hit a fucking golf ball right across that son of a bitch. I didn't mean to. I wasn't trying to be no disrespect or nothing, but I just ain't got a very good tee shot.
Did you say sorry, Mr. Johnson?
I mean, that's a little bit racist to assume that his name's Johnson, but I said, sorry, sir.
Good on you, Kelsey.
I'm the racist one here.
Hey, man. I can't help it that these motherfuckers built a goddamn golf course on the fucking slave cemetery. I didn't do it. I just fucking got to play a free fucking round of golf there one day.
Never assume, I guess.
Hey, just cause I sound like a duck and quack like a duck don't mean that I'm a duck.
Did you go 7 years ago?
Yeah, I did. That's exactly what I did. I was like, 4. And that was
The
it.
creepiest places are probably those abandoned asylums.
Oh, dude, abandoned asylums are the creepiest.
What's Apple posting now?
We have, we're in the state hospital, the mental facility.
Yeah.
And they moved from the old building, and the old building has tons of stories and creepy shit and like tunnels underneath in between each building, like in the morgue areas. It's been shut down for years. And then one of the ones on the highway, it's like a 3-story building, and there was a window next to the highway, and people would call all the time saying they seen a girl hanging herself there. And they finally had to put up blinds. And I guess sometimes the blinds fall down and people still see a girl hanging there. That's what I've heard. It was right on I-80, so people driving by would call the police all the time.
I'm just looking at myself now on Periscope and YouTube just to... It seems fine. It just like drops a couple of frames every now and again and pixelates.
Yeah, I gotta get on YouTube in 1 sec. Don't unstream yourself.
Oh, don't worry. Okay, so the resolution is worse on Periscope than it is on YouTube. So it might just be a...
You're coming through fine. Like, you're clear as clear could be.
Yeah.
Clear,
So
water in that.
I think that it might just be like a Periscope limiter on how much, like how high the video outrate or output bitrate can be. So I'm wondering, since right now I'm streaming at 1080, I'm wondering if I should drop that down to like 720 stream so that
Oh, that's right. Hey?
so that it wouldn't overload it. Maybe. Is Kyle in here? Is that a thing? Who's in here?
No, Kyle's not in here.
We're all stupid.
We're all dumb.
He's got an answer. He's got an answer for fucking everything, dude. Like any question you've ever had.
Honestly, he does. Like a broad range of topics.
Yeah.
He's like lucid with politics.
Okay, should I just try 720?
Ain't nothing wrong with a little 720p.
In case of an overload? I mean, 720 is still a very high definition.
Dude, I have to stream like 380, but my internet's $6.
So I wonder if I can change that midstream. I don't think that I can. Let's see.
You ever try to change midstream? It never works out.
Heyo. Output. It's locked when I'm live. But that's fine. At least now I know if I drop to 720, I shouldn't drop any frames. I was just streaming at such a low bit rate earlier. Like I was on 540. So, and that's the thing about OBS is it allows you to go like, because usually you'll only have 480, 720, 1080. This lets you go halfway mark. So I could do 480, 540, 720, and then like 940, and then 1080. So maybe I could go to 940 or something like that. But I don't like using those halfway things. That feels a little slimy to me. What does it look like on the actual Twitter? How do I get in on the Discord? KillDiscord.com. But that's not what I was looking at. I was looking at something different. This is what I was looking at. I'm not trying to fucking put hearts on here. Oh well. I just wish it would look as good as it does on the display here. Because the display looks damn good. Not me, just the resolution. Also, Stosh, I got 2 3/4 episodes of baseball left. And we can start that. I'm not streaming it or anything for obvious reasons, but we can sync it up if you want.
Oh, I'd love to. At least get one or two.
Yeah, one's a solid commitment for a night because it's like, I mean, I'm down to watch 2 or 3 of them. I slept fucking till what, 12 hours ago. I got up. Oh, sleeping like a baby, man. Got them clean sheets in there, man. I say clean sheets. They're pretty clean. They feel clean because they're new, I guess. Aw. Where's my, there's a little time.
Dude, Barry's freaking out.
Who?
Ow.
Perry Caravello.
Right now?
In
Nah,
studio.
this video that Kyle posted.
Oh, I see it now.
Who pushed who?
Again, I'm not standing close to the pool.
Come over here if I have to talk to you again.
Take some pictures of Felicity. We're going to put her feet in the jacuzzi, which is up there. I'm going to tell you right
I'm
now.
not. Tom! Hey, what's the matter? They want me to put my feet in the
We're going to take a picture there.
That's fine. Can I talk to you? I am done. I got clothes.
Okay. This is actually helping me a lot.
I don't want my alarms being... No, anything important that you don't want. You're not to go anywhere near the alarm. I'm not going.
Because I'm seeing it drop frames pretty heavily on the Periscope right now, but on the YouTube it's doing fine. So, and obviously Periscope's bitrate is set lower than YouTube's. Surely.
This is it right here. Look, I got long pants on. Somebody told me they got new pants. Get out of here.
Oh, get the.
Get off there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, get off. I don't trust you. You push me in. Oh my God. I don't trust you. You push me in. That's why I didn't want to be here. Harry, get over here. We got 10 seconds of film left here, man. I don't trust him. Harry, get over here.
Harry, come on. There's no need to act like that. People nice. People nice. Brother, come on.
Over here, Harry. I'll be over there.
I'm just saying, Scaremaster, I'm just trying to help you over here, okay?
I don't need your fucking help.
Dude, they can make anything funny with Perry.
No.
It's gotta be a tighter shot. We don't have you in the same shot. No one's pushing you in.
I don't believe you. Not gonna do that. I don't believe you. Not gonna do that. Standing right behind me. I'll move over here. Push me in. Get over here. No. I'm gonna push you right out of it. Get over here. Get over here.
Perry, it's for the shot. I want to get paid.
Well, be careful.
Okay, yeah. Excellent shot. Here's what I want to do. I am wearing just my underwear, so if you throw or shoot something with these pictures, there's going to be problems. Grab a seat. We'll take some pictures.
Oh. Oh, Perry, why'd you do that?
Somebody save him! Harry, I have you on camera.
Alright, are you serious, Scaremaster? Are you gonna be scared? Are you gonna be scared right now? I can't even right now. I just can't even right now, you know?
He's wearing a shirt that says weed guard.
Seriously? Look at me! I didn't even do wet! I didn't do this! Yeah, I saw right there. We were right up here.
I did not push you in. The guy behind you pushed you in. It wasn't me.
Wasn't me.
I didn't do anything.
Sweet vindication.
I didn't do anything.
Get the fuck away from Dom.
He's on the gun! Who's that? So why do you have Perry's
Dude, Perry gets so. You're right. He can make anything funny with him. He makes everything so fucking animated. Everything is so animated with him. All right, let's see here. Yeah, he's fucking great. All right, I'm gonna get off of the stream now. I know what I need to know. I'm gonna try to switch it back to like 720. All right, say bye, everybody.